Hi guys, so I just wanted to clarify a concept that we talked about from the week 9 session 16 handout on the electrochemistry review. Not just from that session, but in general, the concept of how ions flow in the salt bridge for an electrochemical cell. So here I've redrawn out everything from that problem. I drew out my generic cell and I filled it in with all my ions. I figured out which reaction was happening at the anode, which one was happening at the cathode, using the standard reduction potentials here. And so I determined that this was the reaction happening at the anode, this one was happening at the cathode. So hopefully all those things are familiar enough to you guys and you guys can set that up. But specifically, once you get to this point, you have everything else drawn. You've drawn your anode, cathode, the flow of the electrons, and your voltmeters, assuming this is a galvanic cell, so a spontaneous reaction. I wanted to clarify which way the ions flow in the salt bridge. So if you think about it, so the electrons are going to flow from the anode to your cathode, right? That's always true. And the idea of the salt bridge is still the same as we talked about before. It's there to help maintain the proper flow of charge, to balance the charges. So if electrons are leaving the anode, that means that we are losing negative charge in the anode, right? Therefore, we're gaining positive charge. And also at the cathode, if electrons are flowing to the cathode, those electrons weren't there before, and now there's more negative charge here. So the cathode has gained negative charge. So in order to balance that charge, there's a charge imbalance at that point, and so the ions in the salt bridge are needed to balance that. So if this gained negative charge, the positive ion, the cation, is going to flow to balance that charge. Similarly, if the anode has gained positive charge, the negative ion, the anion, is going to flow to the anode to help balance that charge. And the idea is still the same as before, right? We're doing this to help maintain this overall circuit, right? This overall flow of charge, so that the reaction can keep happening. So hopefully that makes sense. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to email me or Facebook message me or some other means of communication. And good luck on your final tomorrow.